Good evening everyone, my name is Renee Bowers and I'll be talking to you about the quality of HR service delivery, including HR information technology. This is what we'll be going through today. What is HR service delivery? What is HR information technology? I'll also be doing a review of the topic, as well as literature review, as well as recommendations. What is HR service delivery? As the name suggests, it is a delivery of a service, and in this case we are referring to human resources. HR service delivery is the influencing and partnering to meet needs of the organizational goals and targets. It is also customer focused to improve processes being delivered. So, what is HR information technology? Well, it's the hardware and the software, yes, but it's also the collecting, storing, retrieving, and communication of information. Organizations are wanting to be more efficient with regards to time and cost, because this will assist with increased productivity. So how are they going to do that? They're going to be doing that through technology, by automating work. This assignment refers to HR information technology as electronic human resource management. We are now going to be looking at a video on how HR technology supports the future of work.
For years, forward-thinking businesses had been discussing the future of work and the best ways to digitally transform the workplace.
And then the pandemic landed.
The future was arriving, a little sooner than expected.
HR teams needed to manage recruitment, performance, training, and more remotely, virtually.
All while planning the best ways to support and optimize workforces as they return to the physical workplace.
The best companies are harnessing the power of intelligent HR technologies to leverage these changes and see them not only as challenges, but as opportunities.
AI and machine learning are powering the cloud-based HR systems of the future in so many ways.
Like streamlining recruitment and even avoiding bias by helping businesses match the right candidate to the right position.
Being able to analyze and learn from all kinds of data to deliver the most relevant, on-demand, and mobile-friendly content for employee upskilling and reskilling.
The future of work is not just rethinking where we work, but how we work.
And how smart technologies can bring us together, connect people, hear their needs, and build a workplace culture that is more supported and connected with more meaningful experiences than ever before.
Every step you take toward digital transformation makes your workforce more productive and engaged.
And your business more competitive and ready to face the future. So really?
What are you waiting for?
We will now be looking at a review of the topic. According to the South African Board for Personnel Practices, HR service delivery is about working together in order to meet the requirements of the organization and its workers, which will enable them to meet the organization's goals and objectives. The SABPP further states that an HR service delivery model is required for the organization, and it is specific to that organization. So therefore, a large company would not be using a simple service delivery model, and a small company would not be using a complex service delivery model. HR service delivery encompasses the whole career life cycle of the employee, from recruitment up until retirement or termination. And this includes onboarding, managing, payroll, and benefits. One of the key factors to address when developing an HR service delivery model is how it can make the organization more efficient with regards to cost and time, therefore, all that is productivity. Technology plays a huge role and has for some time contributed to modifying organizations and how they work. Employees want systems that are user-friendly, mobile-friendly, and digital. The new employee is looking for unique experience and not just a one-size-fits-all solution. They also want quick responses. These expectations has come down from social media, for example, Google, Amazon, and Facebook. A few benefits that can be seen by developing effective HR delivery models, which leverages off technology, is that it is cost-effective and optimizes the HR service delivery. Benefits can be seen in self-service capability, which addresses about 70 to 80% of employees' questions. Tracking and monitoring of employee interactions are more accurate, as well as reporting and statistics are more accurate as well. Many organizations have embraced digital transformation, with their teams showing that they are capable of leading the movement. Big companies such as IBM has looked at AI as well as big data to do their recruitment as well as onboarding. Organizations are also trying to differentiate themselves from their competitors in order to be the employer of choice, to attract top talent, and to retain their current talent. And this requires strategic thinking by HR and other key decision makers within the organization. HR software providers are continually developing new technologies such as AI, machine learning, and automation of certain processes to improve worker performance. Software as a service, you may have heard of this, is enhancing employee experience in all HR aspects, such as payroll, learning, recruitment, and performance. HR service delivery does not need to be expensive. Doesn't matter the size of the organization, all you need to do is start and then build on that technology. We will now be looking at another video, 4 ways to simplify HR service delivery.
4 ways to simplify HR service delivery. Human Resources was created for one reason: to find awesome people with great ideas who can implement intuitive plans and achieve excellent results. Without great people in place, great companies will not only not thrive, they won't survive. If you're an HR manager, ask yourself this question: do you spend most of your time moving the business forward, or is your time consumed just keeping the lights on? If you said yes to the latter, then you are just like the majority of HR managers and team leaders in companies all over the world. Most HR tasks revolve around the mundane administrative projects of talent acquisition, talent management, and training of new hires. If you could break free of routine tasks, you would be well on your way to saying yes to the former question. Here are 4 things to consider when building a seamless service experience for your team and employees. Number 1. Create an HR portal. Allow employees to access policies and information all in one place when and where they want. Number 2. Add case management. Let service management intuitively create, route, and track employee requests and keep track of case history. Number 3. Develop workflows. Take care of complex tasks that involve multiple departments and people all in a seamless environment. Number 4. Measure and improve. Keep track of data and analytics, increase efficiency, and avoid bottlenecks with solid processes matrix. To find out more about how you can cut time on process and spend more time on people, click the link below for more information.
I hope you enjoyed that video. We will now be looking at some literature review. So I had a look at 5 articles, and they were all based on HR service delivery, or HR, and electronic HR management. The methodology used by the 5 articles, 3 of them used a qualitative methodology, with 1 combining it with a quantitative methodology, and 2 used secondary data in order to come to their conclusions. The first article is entitled Technology with the Power to Transform HR, the Use of Electronic HR. The objectives of this researcher was to study HR management and process that influences and work together with HR technology, so that there would be a better understanding of how it impacts and works together effectively. One of the key focus areas was on metrics that provides responses to the here and now that will make it easier for managers to spot trends. And in order to ascertain if electronic human resources, that's EHR, will be a good system to introduce, the researchers studied to ensure that it is capable of transforming HR service delivery. However, to fully understand and ensure that the recommendations were relevant, the researcher needed to find out how and if technology will simplify HR processes and if administration will be reduced. One of the objectives of the researcher was to see if HR could become more strategic with the assistance of technology and if it had any impact on the professional skills of HR. The researcher found that in order for organizations to be successful, the need to combine HR processes with HR technology produces employees that are more productive and could lead to the company being more profitable. Article 2. This is entitled Human Resource Technology Disruptions and the Implication of Human Resource Management in Healthcare Organizations. The researcher found that there had been few research done on the impact of technology within healthcare organizations. The researcher states that the health organizations are using technologies to support aspects, or just a few aspects of HR practices. The technology has continued to evolve and cloud-based solutions are now available and has seen an increase in the use within the health organizations. There's also been a shift from the initial aim of technology, example, automation of processes, to productivity, which assist in employee working better and smarter. They have also found that performance management has had a huge impact in the within the healthcare organizations. Due to engagement of staff, there have been less resignations. The researcher also found that there has been a positive impact on learning and development, with an array of training and courses being offered. Through innovation and technology, HR functions and administrations are outcome-based with focus of creating a more strategic workplace. A concern noticed by the researcher was with regards to security and confidentiality, stating that there had been a few hacks that had taken place. Article 3. This was entitled Electronic Human Resource Management, Enhancing or Entrancing. The researcher's aim for this paper was an example to link the HR, electronic HR, and the organization's productivity, as well as a body of knowledge that relates to electronic HRM. The first topic looked at the difference between HR information systems and EHRM. It was found that although similar and was used interchangeably, there are basic differences between the two, where HRIS is geared in HR, whereas the electronic HRM is not only for HR, but for all departments and all employees as well. Interestingly, the researcher found different types of electronic HRM. Operational electronic HRM, which focuses on payroll and personal data. Relational electronic HRM, which is how HR interacts with other departments. And transformational EHRM, which focus on the objectives and goals of the human resource management. In order to successfully implement electronic HRM, a few points need to be taken into account, and this included the skills of HR, how to use the actual system, how to engage with the system, and designing of an HRM system and being familiar with that technology. The researcher concluded that there was limited studies on how electronic HRM impacts on HR. It was found that electronic HRM can improve efficiencies, the manner in which HR tasks are executed, and that it saves cost and streamlines processes. Article 4. This one was entitled Leveraging HR Technology, Issues and Challenges. The researchers' aim was to study electronic HRM and how they relate to each other, as well as challenges with electronic HRM. The researcher found that there are different electronic HRM applications such as e-recruiting, employee self-service portals, learning and development, knowledge management, e-learning, e-democracy, which is communication media, and social identity theory. The researcher highlighted that there are different types of EHRM: operational, relational, and transformational, which was also discovered by another researcher that I've mentioned earlier. The researcher found that there are at least 3 goals to electronic HRM, which is cost reduction, improving HR services to the company, and meeting its strategic goals. My last article was entitled HRM University Systems and the Impact on Electronic HRM. The main aim of this research was to examine HRM systems at universities and how they impacted on electronic HRM. Another objective was to ascertain the importance of electronic HRM at universities and whether administrators had an interest in the system or was the focus elsewhere. The researcher mentions that the goals of electronic HRM was to reduce cost, improve efficiencies, improve strategic focus, storage of information, as well as for facilitation. In order for electronic HRM to be a success, the following factors need to be taken into account: commitment to change, the culture of staff in relation to information technology, the involvement of stakeholder or the stakeholder, reinforcing the value of the system, training of staff, and that the system needs to be user-friendly. An important point was made that the constant change in technology, it has found that electronic HRM is flexible and adaptable to change. Having looked at all 5 articles, there are some common threads. EHRM started with payroll, attendance, employee record keeping, and has evolved into employee self-service, e-learning, e-recruiting, knowledge management, performance management, change processes, strategic reorientation, and strategic competitor management. HR technology improves HR service delivery. It assists with HR activities becoming more efficient. HR technology has transformed the HR function to a more strategic partner, and the HR service delivery transforms its values and contributes to the competitive advantage of the organization.